reduce the impact or cushion the effect of the floods on you and your people. All right, that being said, let's move on now to the next story. River State Tax Force accused of extortion. River State Tax Force accused of extortion. I saw that report in our news bulletin as well, so I'm going to read from our news bulletin. A Port Harcourt resident, Osage Sylvester, has raised alarm that some individuals who claim to be affiliated with the River State Tax Force extort motorists around the Garrison Waterlines flyover. In an interview with our correspondent, Mr. Sylvester said he was intercepted by these men who wore no uniforms and was accused of violating traffic rules because his vehicle contained tires instead of passengers. Like that's the funniest thing I've heard this month. That's like the craziest thing, the weirdest thing I've heard this month. That because I carried tires in my car, maybe my tires, maybe new tires I just bought, I have violated traffic rules. Maybe I do not know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my knowledge is limited, but I find this absurd. Will this also be seen as overloading? Could it be argued that he was overloading his vehicle? I'm wondering, because it's a wet story to me, and that's what it's strange. It's crazy to me, I'm saying. But then again, maybe my knowledge is limited on this. I'm open-minded to the situation. However, it goes ahead to say that his vehicle was seized as a result of this, and the battery was forcibly removed. Mr. Sylvester said it was made to part way with 8,500 naira before his vehicle was released to him. He said the ununiformed men work from a tent-covered office by the roadside. He called on the police and River State government to look into the unlawful extortion and harassment of citizens by some men alleged to be officers of the state's tax force. And this is not the first time I'm getting to hear about this kind of commotion along the Garrison flyover. This is not the first time I'm getting to hear that. A bold driver who carried me once complained bitterly how he almost went into a fight with these boys because, they look like they set traps, traffic traps. And he knew he had not done anything wrong, and so he would not let them intimidate him. Well, let's take a listen to Osage Sylvester as he narrates his story.
I was driving towards Garrison via Waterline. Some boys accosted me under the Garrison flyover, pounced on me, collected my car. All my documents are complete. Everything is complete in the vehicle. They said that I carried tires inside the vehicle instead of human beings. I said, it's a private car. They said that's not the law, that if I want to carry my personal goods, I should look for vehicle to carry my goods. But for not the plea, 8,500 was what they collected from me, as if I committed a crime. I don't just understand. I don't understand what these boys are turning this state into.
Yes, I don't understand what they're turning the state into as well. But the coordinator of the River State Tax Force on Illegal Trading and Motor Parks, Felix Wandibe, says individuals extorting motorists, particularly at Rumokoro, Garrison and Waterlines flyovers, are former tax force members dismissed for misconduct. Mr. Wandibe tells correspondent Emeka Otuka that the tax force is faced with the challenge of hoodlums impersonating its officials to harass and extort motorists. He encouraged motorists to report and assist in arresting the impostors. Recall that the resident of Port Harcourt, Osage Sylvester, recently raised alarm over extortion of motorists by individuals who claim to be affiliated with the River State Tax Force around the Garrison Waterlines flyover. Yet again, I find this story amusing and weird as well. So, first of all, the reason why hoodlums, if I should go by the statement, the reason why hoodlums will impersonate, such a state agency is because the state agency acts in an unruly manner many a times when they're trying to enforce the law. I do get it. I do get it. Nigerians can be very difficult and strong-headed, and they like to break the law, flout the law. That's the right way to put it. They like to flout the law. However, the use of force that the tax force members or staffers will use on a normal day is what these hoodlums are emulating, or would I say copying. I'm not saying all the tax force people are bad. I've met some great ones. But I remember one time I was driving, I think, along the Ogbunabali road, and I did not see the sign that it was a one-way. It was a very tiny, very tiny, very tiny sign. And they jumped into my car and they threatened and they did all the things that they wanted to do. And I simply asked a question. Why did you not put a proper signage so I can see? Because I will not be a crazy person to see a one way and drive by. And then I called their boss, I called the chairman, and I said, see, this is not right. They're threatening, they said they will take me to government house, and if I get a government house, I will pay, I can't remember how much I said I'll pay. But if I can just, give them 20,000 now, 30,000 now, and that's my own personal experience. But anyway, Trace, what's your take? What's your thoughts on that? I'd like to hear from you. How are you judging this matter? How do you see this matter? Have you ever experienced something like this? However, River State's task force on illegal trading and motor parks is denying it, and the agency is saying it's not our boys. That sounds familiar, right? But it's not our boys. It's not our boys, yeah. But let's get to the last big three, and that has to do with Senate President and Chief Whip clashing at plenary today. There is a commercial break. When I do come back from that commercial break, you and I will talk some more. Just stay tuned. I like to see what your reactions will be when I bring the story your way. Almost 28 minutes gone past the hour of 3. You're listening to Hot Facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kalada Korubatobo and I'm your moderator on the show. And very shortly, I would open the phone lines and you get to ring the studio and tell me what your thoughts are about any of the big 3 stories. You've got at least 2 minutes to do that. What again? Okay, so yeah, the Senate clash, the clash between the Senate president and the chief whip. Such an interesting story. A lot of the newspapers have not carried it, and a lot of them have got very interesting headlines. Very interesting headlines. But you see, the problem, when you look at it, it's not even that deep. Nah, it is not that deep, like we say. So, what happened? The chief whip, Senator Aline Dume, got up today at plenary and raised a point of order on alleged errors committed and not corrected by the president of the Senate, Akpabio. Now, the error referred to by Ndume was a motion moved by Sumailia Kawu for a debate on the need for the reopening of the Nigeria-Niger border without reading the title of his motion. Now, Ndume rose through Order 51 of the Senate Standing Rules and requested that Akpabio should call for correction of any error made or observed in plenary. This is the Senate, I'm quoting now, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, guided by laws, rules, and procedures. If in the course of proceedings at any session errors are observed, they must be corrected before forging ahead with such proceeding, Ndume said. However, Akpabio was not having it. He immediately interjected, saying, having ruled on issues raised, it could not be revisited, and as such, ruled Ndume out of order. However, Sunday Karimi from Kogi West made frantic efforts. He stood up to say, I argue in favor of Ndume's line of argument. Yet again, Akpabio ruled him out of order. Now, in a troubleshooting effort, Deputy President of the Senate, Jibrin Barau, quickly rose to read Order 16. And he was trying to be the good guy. He was trying to mediate. He was trying to, calm the storm. And Order 16 says a substantive motion to be moved by any senator for correction or review of earlier decisions taken. A substantive motion should be moved by any senator for correction or review of any decision that has been taken. Sustaining Barrow's point of order by Akpabio made Ndume angry, and he got up again, and this time he raised another point of order, Order 54, seeking for correction of perceived error. But without being allowed to make a full presentation of his argument, the President of the Senate ruled him out of order again. And Ndume staged a walkout. But by the time he got to his office, he received a phone call that there was an emergency executive meeting. It has to be a closed-door meeting, as I've heard. And so they had to dissolve plenary to go into an executive meeting, and Ndume and Akpabio are in that meeting. However, I do feel there is some kind of battle, there's some kind of political battle going on in the Senate. And this is why it has made news. Remember Senator Elisha Abu, of the APC. Remember him, the senator who had the sex toy scandal. He came out and made an allegation that the reason why he lost at the court of and such a weighty allegation was because Akpabio political, and 4 other senators will face the same fate as he has faced. He called a press meeting or briefing for it yesterday. I was shocked while watching the briefing, but he pointed accusing fingers at Akpabio, saying Akpabio is trying to clamp down on anybody who is in opposition to him at the upper chamber. Akpabio has come out to deny, says no, he has no hand, and why would he want to remove him? However, those are weighty allegations and fueling conspiracy theories that they may be a silent battle, a subtle battle at the upper chamber. Remember, not so long ago, not about 2-3 weeks ago, the Senate president was talking about moves to impeach him, and it was still the same Abu who came out and said, the Senate president is just making too much noise. Nobody's trying to impeach him. He's setting himself up so, people can join his PT party. Okay, so let's open the phone lines and let's get what you think about the 3 issues that I've raised. What are your thoughts on that? And by the way, just in passing, we'll talk about that one later, so let's leave it. So yeah, let's get your thoughts. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Once again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Our WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. All right, let's get talking. Let's hear what your thoughts are, and let's talk for development. I've got Robin, and Robin is calling me from Eche. Robin, greetings, welcome.
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing great. Let's get to hear your thoughts, please. What's on your mind?
Okay, yes. The allegation against the Senate president by Elisha Abu. Like as you said, it's a very weighty allegation. Because Akpabio is a Senate president.
Yeah, he is.
He did not reside in the court. But for a senator to have alleged that he has a hand in it, that's a big problem we're having. If that allegation was raised by me, ordinary me,
yeah,
it will make a news.
I would have cut you off. Actually, I would have asked you to leave.
Canada.
I would have caught you.
Elisha Abu has made the allegation. This is just the beginning. I just want to spice up the day.
All right, thank you very much, Robin, for spicing it up. I've got Eze Ken from Ubumiri. Welcome on the show. Let's get to hear you.
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. What's on your mind, please?
The River State Task Force deny what their boys are doing.
It's not. They say it's not their boys. It's not their boys.
Okay, they claim.
See, they claim.
Did they claim? Or?
They say it's not their boys.
Okay. Now, you can see that they knew about the ones happening at Rumokro, Waterline, and the Garrison flyover. They knew it. They knew that something terrible, something bad, unacceptable is happening there. If those boys are not their own boys, as they claim to be, what have they done? What have they done?
Very good question.
That driver who said that he was with his private car, loaded his tire, has even that driver was a criminal with maybe a human head or HB, what would they claim? Because now they have gone the wrong way. They are not telling us that those boys are not their boys, that they were dismissed. They should be held responsible.
Okay.
They know those boys.
Okay.
They are the boys who are giving them commissions at the end of the day.
All right then.
Then the Oyigbo flood. Time without number, you people have been jingling in this station, sensitizing the masses to know that flood will be around the corner within this month, and this is October now, which the River State LGAs organized, arranged their committee, their flood committees. What was the arrangement of this Oyigbo local government chairman doing?
He said they've done a lot of things. You probably must have not heard the soundbite I played, but that's the much I can take from me. Isaac Ken, I'm sorry, I've got to go. I've got Ikechi from Enika and Zion waiting. All right, Ikechi, let's start with you. Greetings, good afternoon, welcome on the show.
Good afternoon, my good friend KD.
It's been a while, Ikechi. It's good to hear from you.
All right, I'll be talking on the River State Tax Force issue. And the Senate issue.
Okay, quickly, please.
All right. One thing is clear. We have certain individuals impersonating the River State Tax Force.
Okay.
The tax force are not saints. They too have their own misgivings. And I propose a solution. All those impersonating the task force should be arrested.
Okay.
Track them down and arrest them. Then regulate the River State Tax Force. I hereby advise the governor of the state to take this seriously.
All right, then.
All right. On the Senate issue, Senator Ababio has been a case of wonder and amazement. I do not understand why he would be there. And a lot of things are going wrong under him.
Now, let's pause you there. Are a lot of things going wrong under him? Can you point me to some?
Okay, for instance, wait. The economic situation. Why hasn't he to make a legislation or to do something about it? The cutting of the salaries of legislators, he hasn't touched it. And to be honest, I don't know what they do there. They just stay there, spend long hours, and send tokens to their accounts. This is the kind of situation we have. I really adore what happened with the UN threats. They are the ones who are doing something.
Okay. At this point, I have to let you go. I'm sorry, Ikechi.
No problem.
All right, thank you very much, Dan. I've got Zion calling from Jerry, and after Zion, there's Gift from Yenagua. Let's listen to you, Zion.
I think the River State government, led by Sim Fabara, has no choice than to totally disband that organization operating in River State. Because they are of no use to us.
Are they of no use? Are they really of no use, really?
Tell me the economic benefits to River State here in Port Harcourt.
You know, I started by saying...
Zion littered everywhere.
Yeah. I started by
and
saying...
I'm talking to you. Go to the walkways. You will see people are positioned their umbrellas and trays and tables to continue that business.
And that's what I'm trying to point...
Also, the same garrison here.
Zion.
The same garrison here, I know a date I have to stop by just to protect a policeman that was being harassed by these hoodlums. And guess what? On that particular moment, I even want to put a call to the River State Police Command through the airplanes to rescue that policeman with a uniform out of the hands of this guy.
Zion, can I come in now? Zion.
We are trying to lower the image of River State to attract investors, as the governor has given us that standing order and standing rule to those who love and believe in Port Harcourt. And if a particular organization that which we believe to help us promote the identity of River State is now the one causing this nuisance, harassing people, collecting money from the armed unconstitutional money, making money to their pocket, we have no choice than to disband them.
All right, then.
Now, for the issue of Senator Akpabio,
I've got to
be
let you
honest
go.
with you, I think it's treading on certain toes. And there's a particular house with a constant standing rule on economics and house matters, where the disciple will speak or not, we still need to review. Because Akpabio should be the one representing us and not his private personal pocket.
All right.
Mrs. Ayo.
Thank you very much. Gift from Oyigbo, welcome. What is on your mind, please? Hello, Gift, are you there?
I'm still here, my brother.
For a second I thought you slept and left the conversation. But welcome, Gift. Let's see.
Thank you. I appreciate also.
Welcome.
Let me talk about this National Assembly matter. KD, it's like, I don't even know where that man is even coming from. Always, you supported this very Akpabio. You were all out. Now you're trying to bring in ethnicity, trying to bring in North and South, as far as I'm concerned. Because most of the things these days that is raising in that Senate floor or supporting people or plotting or whatever, I don't just get it. From day one, I know he's not even a Akpabio man. I know the group inside of APC that he belonged to. They were the ones who filled flat, as far as I'm concerned. They said they tried to bring in Lawan, no way. They tried to bring in Amechi, no way. Then he later aligned with them. And people were, even Okim Baloye of Channel TV was asking him this same question, this very curious question I'm asking myself. Why will you at the end of the day support Akpabio and still behaving this way? If you're talking about rules, before they will come out to that very chamber, the floor, they have what they call a closed door section where they discuss first of all. Why not raise these things there? Why must you stand on the floor of the house? But
he was saying that there is a procedure. There is a process.
I agree. That is what I'm saying. Why not do it within the closed door section? Why must you do it just to embarrass this man?
Was it an embarrassment?
People were
like I said, give from Yenigwe. Give from Yenigwe.
And now you want to do it to a South man for the first time? It will not work as far as I'm concerned.
Now, give. Let's
talk. If I am Akpabio, I will sue that young boy. Come and explain how come I'm the one that is now the judge that gave that judgment
can you hear me?
State, while I am from what is the name? Akwa Ibom State or Bayelsa. I don't just get it. These guys are just ranting, complaining, bitter losers as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Let him go and lick his wounds.
All right, thank you very much, Gift. I'm trying to ask you questions. You're ignoring me. I've got to let you go there. Muriel from Okrika. Welcome, Muriel. What's on your mind, please? Let's hear you.
Yeah, Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon.
Now, Kalada, the River State Task Force. I don't know what we'll do about our security agencies and our outfits, the security outfits. The police will come and tell us they are not their men. Even this small task force too will come and tell us they are not our men again. We'll keep hearing this thing from all this, even this our small security outfit that we just set up to everybody. So what is it telling us now? That what does he want us to do if he's telling us that they are not their men? How do we identify their men now? Can he not provide solutions? So is he trying to tell us that they did not station their men at Humokoro, Waterlines, Garrison, all those places, or their men are there, and yet the other ones, the imposters are still there too? I don't know. You should tell us how to identify their men. Is it through ID cards? Because if ID cards, all those other imposters, the hoodlums, can also get ID cards for themselves.
Yeah, true.
So is it telling us that they will identify their men through uniforms? They should tell us how to identify so that we will know when we're passing that these are their men and these are the imposters. These are just small groups now. They should find solutions to these problems. And not because people say the police, they are big, they are vast everywhere, so their problems are so big that they cannot settle it. All these small ones too, they don't have any solution to profile. If it does not harm, let him step aside and let them do. All
right, Muriel. Muriel, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've got Madam Dota from Gokana. Madam Dota, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
Madam, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's hear your thoughts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kalada. You know what I will tell Abu?
What would you say?
The rich also cry.
Oh my goodness! My goodness!
So he wants to remain there now. He has identified the person that has removed him. So Kalada, the last time I checked,
yes,
Akpabio is not a judge. I don't know why he's accusing Akpabio.
Remember, Madam Dota, remember the valedictory session of the last National Assembly? Someone said something about currying favors from his wife, who was a Court of Appeal judge at the time. So you never, but like I said, you never can tell. You never can tell.
Please leave this man. Okay. Is he not the man we saw in the shop?
Yeah, yes, he's the one.
Beating a woman.
Okay.
And now, look at the SUVs of over 200 million they are telling us. He's not going to enjoy it again. Hey, Kalaka, Abu, good night.
Madam Dosa, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Dosa. Oh, my goodness. Odina Kachuku Morris on Facebook is saying, good day, Kalada. For the first issue, I know the government will be reacting instead of being proactive. Second issue, of course, they extort commoners. Once they catch you, you must settle them. They are what I term civilian police. Third issue, they have not started clashing. This is just the beginning. These are the representatives of various people of Nigeria, but their impact so far is not seen at all. All right, thank you very much. Madu Charles says, Rivers State Tax Force accused of extortion. It is very painful that even at these hard times, tax force members and agbearers are inflicting great pains on motorists when the federal government is dangling with various degrees of palliatives for the masses. The best palliative that Sim Fugbara, the governor of Rivers State, should give to transporters is the ban of all sorts of extortion from both tax force members and their counterparts that stand at every bus stop just to humiliate and embarrass drivers, all in the name of loaders. It is no longer funny. If Abia State can do it, then Rivers should also follow suit. Comrade Emadu Charles remains my name, you said. Thank God, Ability at Oyigbo on Facebook says, when Senator Ndume was campaigning for Senator Godswill Akpabio that he is the man to be the Senate president, he suddenly didn't know that Godswill Akpabio will betray him and other senators. But has he really betrayed them? Has Senator Akpabio betrayed them? That's a question. You can help me, with the answer. But then you said, good morning, Senator Ndume. Newton Ikire on Facebook says, Senate President, Chief Whip clash. Even though it is none of my business, it is a welcome development. Come on now, come on. On WhatsApp, let's take some WhatsApp messages. Let's start with this one. It says, greetings, Canada. I can foresee Senator Godswill Akpabio's impeachment soon. Politicians, mostly from the South and the Southeast, have problems managing public offices at the federal level. Senator Godswill Akpabio will soon be unorganized from the Senate presidency. Fiaga, thank you very much. You just reminded us of Onoge. This one says, good day, Mr. Canada. Senate president and the chief whip clash is a good one. I wish they all will clash and reject the new SUVs. Thank you, Anna. Anna, thank you too. Hector is saying, is like the way Senate President Akpabio is going, he may not last as Senate President. Senator Akpabio should know that he's dealing with bigger boys like him, and so if he continues to feel he can override them anyhow, he will be in a serious problem that will lead to his impeachment. Maybe he feels President Tinubu will come to his rescue when the trouble will come. From Hector. Hector, thank you very much for that one. Reading some more. This one says, man of the people, I saw this same tax force, same weekend boys today with about 7 Elocs filled with seized wares from street hawkers. But what bothered me is that I saw one of them with short machete and I wondered why. Pastor Vincent. Alright, this one says, hello Canada. Allegations by Senator Abo against Akpabio could be true or not. However, this to me shows that the judiciary could be used against a particular person. Therefore, the judiciary is allegedly used by Akpabio and they should come out to explain what happened. Nicholas Erasmus has texted there. And the River State Tax Force cannot deny that they don't know those guys extorting motorists. The only way to justify and eliminate this is to outrightly disband the tax force and agbearers all over the state. Let's then see who comes out to claim. Comrade Emadu Charles. But if you ban the tax force outrightly, like some of you have said and asked for, what happens to the major junctions in parts of River State? Because they have been able to sanitize some of these junctions. But what do I know? Let's move on now. This is too early for Senator Akpabio and Senator Ndume to engage in such disputes. Senate President should remember how Senator Ndume transversed and campaigned for him to win and become president of the Senate. Let Akpabio not show unappreciation to the man who supported his quest. JB Woji. Okay, let's keep going. This one says the present crop of politicians may kill the sanctity of the judiciary with the way things are going. Even with our non-legal professional understanding, it is clear that judgments are twisted to favor those in authority. Justices were all here during the recent past election and saw all that transpired. The world is interested in ongoing electoral litigations and their integrity is at stake. Victor from Oyigbo. But have you considered that, maybe Senator Oyigbo is just making this allegation, just to spite the Senate president? In Nigeria, when you lose a court case, the judiciary is bad, but when you win a court case, the judiciary is good. Canada, Senator Abu's words remain an allegation, but it is when he alleged. But it is when what he alleged comes to play out, then I think that's when Nigerians will definitely see it differently. I agree with you on that one. And I think this is the last one I'm going to take from Frankie. I'm not sure I'll be able to read it. When I come back from the commercial break, I'll read some more messages. To stay tuned, please.